The camera cuts backstage just moments before Raw returns from commercial. Rhea Ripley is taping her wrists in silence. Her jaw is tight, her breathing steady. You can feel the focus. Then a voice. Soft, calm, almost playful. Your wound way too tight for someone who claims she's fearless. Rhea doesn't turn. She knows that voice. AJ Lee steps into frame. Not rushing, not dramatic, just close enough to be uncomfortable. Rhea finally looks up, eyes narrowing. What do you want? AJ smiles, but there's no warmth in it. I wanted to see if the rumors were true. Rhea stands, towering over her. Rumors about what? AJ takes one step closer. Then another. She's inside Ray's space now. Not touching her, not threatening her, just, there. That you're the most dangerous woman in this company, AJ says. She tilts her head, and also the most afraid. The smile fades from Ray's face. You don't belong here, Rhea snaps. This is my division, my show. AJ lets out a quiet laugh. That's funny. Every woman who ever lost it in this business said the same thing right before everything slipped. Rhea clenches her fists. You think you're in my head? Rhea says. You think standing this close scares me? AJ looks up at her, eyes locked in. No, she says softly. I think the fact you're asking means I already am. There's a beat of silence. The tension is thick. AJ circles Rhea slowly, like a predator that doesn't need to rush. You're strong, AJ continues. Powerful, intimidating, but strength like yours. She stops behind Rhea. It cracks when someone whispers instead of shouts. Rhea turns sharply. Say what you came to say. AJ steps forward again. Close enough that the camera almost can't fit them both. Tonight, AJ says, you're walking into that ring carrying expectations. Pressure. Fear of losing control. Rhea scoffs. I don't lose control. AJ's eyes light up. That's the lie you tell yourself. Ray's jaw tightens again. AJ leans in, voice barely above a whisper. Every champion who believes they're untouchable ends up breaking the hardest. Rhea suddenly shoves AJ back a step. Not violently, just enough to reassert dominance. Get out of my way, Rhea growls. Before you get hurt. AJ straightens her jacket, completely unbothered. Oh, Rhea, she says. If you could hurt me, you already would have. Officials rush into frame now, sensing things about to explode. One of them steps between the two. AJ backs away slowly, never breaking eye contact. One more thing, AJ says. Listen to the crowd tonight. When things don't go your way, when doubt creeps in. She taps her own temple. That's me. AJ turns and walks off down the hallway. Rhea stands there breathing heavy. The officials speak to her but she doesn't hear them. Her eyes are locked in the direction AJ disappeared. The camera zooms in on Ray's face. For the first time, there's hesitation. Raw cuts back to the arena. And you know one thing for sure. AJ Lee didn't touch Rhea Ripley. She didn't attack her. She didn't have to. She already did damage. Raw returns to the arena, but the camera doesn't stay there for long. It cuts backstage. Rhea Ripley is now standing alone in the gorilla position. Her music is cued. The curtain is right in front of her. Normally, this is where she's stone cold. Tonight, something's off. She rolls her shoulders, cracks her neck, but her eyes keep drifting, like she's expecting AJ to reappear out of thin air. An official asks, "You good?" Rhea doesn't answer right away. Then, "I'm good," she says sharply. Her music hits. The crowd erupts as Rhea storms through the curtain, throwing her arms out, soaking in the reaction. On the surface, it's the same dominant Rhea Ripley. But, commentary picks up on it immediately. There's a different look in Ray's eyes tonight, one of them says. She had a very unsettling backstage encounter earlier. Rhea slides into the ring and paces like a caged animal. She doesn't pose on the ropes like usual. She doesn't smirk. She just waits. Her opponent's music hits. The match starts fast, but Rhea is unusually aggressive, almost reckless. Big strikes. Hard slams. No patience. She's trying to end it early. Rhea Ripley looks like she's wrestling angry tonight, commentary notes. Almost like she's trying to prove something. Mid-match, Rhea goes for a power move she doesn't normally rush. It backfires. Her opponent counters. Rhea stumbles. The crowd reacts. Rhea freezes for half a second. And the camera catches it. That hesitation. AJ's words echo in her head. When things don't go your way, that's me. Rhea shakes it off and explodes with offense again, but now she's forcing things. Sloppy. Overcommitting. Yelling in frustration. Stay down, she shouts. The opponent kicks out. Rhea slams the mat in anger. On the hard cam, in the background near the stage, AJ Lee appears, not making a big entrance. Not acknowledged by commentary at first. Just standing there, arms crossed, watching. The crowd starts buzzing as fans notice. Wait a minute, commentary reacts. That's AJ Lee on the stage. Rhea doesn't see her yet. She goes for her finish. But again, countered. Rhea finally looks toward the ramp. She sees AJ. AJ doesn't move, doesn't smile, doesn't gesture. She simply taps her temple once. Rhea snaps. She abandons the match, rolling out of the ring and screaming at AJ. "This is my ring, you don't get to stand there." The referee counts. The opponent looks confused. AJ finally speaks, her voice barely audible but picked up by ringside mics. "I didn't touch you," she says. "You did this to yourself." Rhea charges up the ramp. Officials pour out, grabbing her, holding her back as the referee reaches the count. The bell rings. Rhea Ripley has been counted out. The crowd explodes. What just happened? Rhea Ripley just lost her composure. AJ steps back, satisfied, as Rhea struggles against officials, absolutely furious. AJ turns to leave, but stops at the top of the ramp. She looks back one last time. "This," she says calmly, "is what control slipping looks like." She disappears backstage. The camera zooms in on Rhea's face. Not rage, not dominance, pure frustration, and one terrifying realization. AJ Lee doesn't need to fight Rhea Ripley to beat her. She just has to stay in her head. The show doesn't move on. The camera stays on Rhea Ripley. She finally breaks free from the officials and storms back down the ramp, shoving past the referee, pacing the ring like she's ready to flip it over. The crowd is loud, half shocked, half loving the chaos. Commentary is stunned. Rhea Ripley just lost by count out, and she doesn't even seem to care about the result. This is not the Rhea Ripley we're used to seeing. Rhea grabs a microphone. Her breathing is heavy. Her hands are shaking, not with fear, but with rage she can't fully aim. "AJ!" Rhea shouts. "Get your ass back out here." The crowd reacts. No music. No response. Rhea laughs bitterly. "That's what I thought," she says. "You hide. You talk. You run." She paces. "You think standing on a stage makes you clever. You think whispering nonsense makes you dangerous." She stops in the middle of the ring. "I end careers," Rhea growls. You're just a voice from the past." The lights flicker. Just once. The crowd murmurs. Then AJ Lee's voice echoes through the arena. Not music. Her voice. "You're still talking," AJ says, calm as ever. "Which means you're still trying to convince yourself." Rhea spins toward the stage. AJ appears on the screen, backstage. Sitting casually on a production crate. Legs crossed. Completely relaxed. "You wanted me out there," AJ continues. "But you don't actually want to fight me." Rhea snarls. "Say that to my face." AJ tilts her head. "If you hit me," AJ says, "you prove me right." Rhea goes silent. AJ leans forward slightly. "Because the truth is," she continues, "I didn't take your focus tonight." She pauses. "You handed it to me." The crowd reacts with an "ooh." AJ stands up now. "You built your whole identity on control. On being the one no one can shake." She walks toward the camera. "So what happens when someone doesn't challenge your strength, but your balance?" Rhea grips the ropes hard enough her knuckles turn white. AJ smirks. "Just a little." "You didn't lose because of me," AJ says. "You lost because, for the first time, you were listening instead of dominating." Rhea explodes. "Shut up." She slams the mic to the mat. Rhea storms out of the ring, heading backstage. The crowd roars. Commentary panics. Rhea Ripley is heading straight to the back. This could get ugly. The camera cuts backstage. Rhea is tearing through the hallway, knocking over equipment cases, shoving past crew members. "Where is she?" Rhea yells. She turns a corner. Nothing. Another hallway. Empty. Then slow clapping echoes. AJ steps out from behind a curtain. Not running. Not flinching. Just standing there. They lock eyes. No officials yet. No security. Just the two of them. AJ breaks the silence. "You see," she says quietly, "right here. No ring. No crowd. No spotlight." Rhea steps forward. "You don't scare me." AJ nods. "I know," she says. "But you're thinking about me." Another step closer. "That's enough." AJ leans in just slightly, not invading space now. Inviting the reaction. "Next week," AJ whispers. "We find out what happens when you can't shut me out." Footsteps rush in. Officials swarm the hallway. AJ steps back calmly as Rhea is restrained again. AJ's last words before walking away. Power is easy. Control is fragile. The camera holds on Rhea Ripley. Her chest rises and falls. Her eyes follow AJ until she's gone. Raw fades to black. And one thing is crystal clear. This isn't a match yet. This is a psychological war. And Rhea Ripley just realized she's already in it.